I'm guessing that's our protagonist. When was this? Like 3 minutes ago. I don't think that's the guy. When does it start? Okay, that's probably the guy. That guy's kind of zooming. He stole a car, which is what started it. Gotcha. Is it muted? No, they just haven't done their live sports casting of the police chase yet. Yeah, we were going over that earlier-ish. Ooh, this all could be a big Fast X promotion. Getting ready for the Fast 10 release. This guy is really punching it. Jinkies. That vehicle's got some real get up and go to her. Oh, here comes the announcer.
Copy that.
There he is.
Welcome, everybody, as you join us live on ABC7.com and our ABC7 streaming apps. Chris Christie up in Air 7 HD as we
I love how he
a
introduces it like an actual
pursuit
event.
Through South LA. Now, this person has crisscrossed a number
Hey, welcome
of
to the
freeways.
Moist
This all
Esports
started
broadcast
in
of
the
this
Buena
live police
Park
chase.
area after a home invasion. Buena Park PD pursuing this home invasion suspect up
Oh, it was
the
a home
5
invasion,
freeway.
not stealing.
Anaheim PD assisting in this pursuit
Carjacking.
until he got into LA County, and now CHP and the LA County Sheriff's Department have been juggling this pursuit. He has been on the 105 and the 110 at various points, doing extreme speeds. Eventually, on the 110 freeway, he got off at Florence, was out of the vehicle, and carjacked a new vehicle.
Oh,
the
there is a
original car
carjacking.
was a silver hatchback. Now the suspect is in a black sedan, which you see here, approaching this red light, getting off the freeway now at 120th Street. He is at the 105, getting off at 120th, going at a high rate of speed with the airship above him. Those ground units, however, for the time being, have pulled off because this pursuit is just too dangerous. LA County Sheriff making that call just moments ago. The driving was too dangerous. They decided they have enough intelligence from the helicopter to try and track him from above for now until they have a better opportunity to catch up with him. But right now, California Highway Patrol is standing back per the request of the LA County Sheriff's Department. Now, he's in in an industrial area here in Hawthorne. Coming up on Hawthorne Airport.
Oh,
again, still
I thought it was the other
pushing
car.
the pedal to
There
the
he is.
metal, about double the speed limit as he makes his way down Crenshaw Boulevard. We are only aware of the driver inside of this car, not clear if there was anybody else inside the car when he carjacked this vehicle just about 10 minutes ago. So again, a car, tapping,
boy.
front bumper there with that SUV.
Uh-oh.
At a high
Little
rate of
love
speed.
tap on the
Now
way
coming
by.
up on a little bit of traffic now on Crenshaw Boulevard at 131st. Very aggressive.
This guy's gonna
driving,
do a citizen's arrest on him
crisscrossing all
now.
of these
We need to
lanes
exchange
here, and now
information,
it looks
asshole.
like that car that he hit is trying to catch up with him. So an SUV tapped there by the rear bumper, and now he's trying to chase this car, which is now under the
God,
night
I hope
sun
he does it.
of the LA County Sheriff's Department, again, trying to squeeze through this traffic on Crenshaw Boulevard, going southbound.
There's the bits again, Sylvie.
Southbound Crenshaw Boulevard at 75 miles per hour. Another red light coming up here. All 3 lanes occupied. Let's see if he squeezes
going
by
on the
here
sidewalk.
or jumps the curb. Right
Yeah,
now he is in
sidewalk.
that right lane. It's the black Audi that you see right there.
Oh,
with
maybe
his
not.
brakes starting to smoke a bit. Cutting
Oh,
off with
God.
the Mercedes, tapping the bumper there. And another collision.
This guy's
Here
just
comes some
running
more black
around,
and
just
whites.
giving little
More
taps,
black
little
and
paint
whites entering the
exchange.
pursuit now, engaging with this suspect. It looks to be LA County Sheriff's Department. Will try and confirm that in
Jesus
just a
Christ.
second. Now doing close to 100 miles per hour eastbound on Rosecrans Avenue. Turning onto Rosecrans Avenue from Crenshaw at 100 miles per hour.
Oh.
On the green light there. Let's see what's up ahead of him here. He's got lots of traffic on Rosecrans. He's weaving across these lanes, trying to evade those 2 officers behind him. Again, a helicopter above, 2 black and whites behind him.
Holy shit.
A pursuit that has crossed over the county line on several freeways.
This
and
guy's
extreme
burning
speeds, and those
rubber
extreme
out
speeds
here.
Are continuing now in a separate vehicle, which this person has carjacked here in the last 15 minutes now. Look at this. He is coming up on more traffic, trying to get around here, has no problem tapping these other cars to get them to move out of the way. Slowing down a little bit. As soon as he finds a straightaway, he will press it once again. Again, those LA County Sheriff's units having a really difficult time trying to keep up with this suspect. Another near miss right there. And again, he is on a
Man, this guy
on
is
the run of his
ruthless.
life. This is a dangerous suspect behind the wheel of this Audi. It's a stolen Audi. It is the second vehicle he has carjacked this evening. The original one was home invasion. Look at this, somebody crossing the street there as he passes through. I forget, I did not catch that that cross street in any event. We're westbound.
First
on
LA driver to
Rosecrans
use blinkers.
At, it looks like
All right.
into a shopping center now. Into a shopping center.
Maybe. Oh nope.
Suspect using that parking lot to
What a
come at the
move.
other end of Vermont Avenue, coming back onto Rosecrans in the oncoming lanes of traffic, going the wrong way on Vermont, now turning back onto eastbound Rosecrans
What
Avenue.
the fuck? So he went through the parking lot just to go back to the same street he was on. This guy's off his gourd.
LA County Sheriff still with their helicopter overhead calling out the shots for those units on the ground. And now
Why
we
even
have
evade?
some
There's no way
units,
out.
Code 3
I don't
right
know.
behind them. They've
I
managed
really
to
don't
catch
know.
up with them once again.
Very
as he
rarely
gets
can you
under the
escape the
110
chopper.
freeway. He's getting onto the
And you have to
110
be very lucky.
off of Rosecrans.
It's fucking dumb to even try.
Southbound 110 freeway. Southbound 110 freeway at 125 miles per hour.
Thanks to the tier
California
1
Highway
stone.
Patrol being alerted to this pursuit.
Yeah, that was
LA
just a
County
really
Sheriff
lucky one
still
for
the
that
lead
guy.
agency in
The
this
guy that
pursuit,
went under the bridge.
but he is going to run out of freeway here in the next several miles. He's going to be coming up here on the 91 freeway, just off the nose. Looking out the window here, he's got a little bit of traffic to contend with in about another half mile to a mile. Some more brake lights on the 110 freeway. Still managing to speed up here at 100 miles per hour.
You can outspeed a helicopter, but it's very rare. Even if he did, though, it
Get
wouldn't
off the
matter
freeway.
because the helicopter would still
It's in the
have so much
transition.
information to
Getting onto the
relay to
91.
the
Getting onto the
authorities.
91
They'd be
freeway.
able to find him pretty quickly thereafter. Because they're
Looks like he's
communicating with
making
each
a
other during the
transition
whole
onto
thing.
The westbound 91
I can just
off
get
of
him
the
later.
110 freeway. Another near miss there. Look at this. There's the night sun. Units following him off of the 110 freeway.
Yeah, it is a stolen car. That is correct. Quick text message while he's in traffic.
He's at the end of the 91. Turning off of Artesia, making a U-turn.
All right. Did I hear the word artesian tossed around
2
here?
units, 3 units. Now
So I'm
about
going to
to
throw an
make that U-turn
artesian builds
with him
computer off the...
as he transitions back
overpass
onto
there.
the 110 freeway. It looks like, or is he maintaining? This will put him underneath the 110, under the 110 freeway.
Oh,
Getting off
artesia.
here.
Gotcha.
Fishtailing slightly, taking that exit ramp or transition ramp a little too fast. Now getting onto the northbound 110, northbound 110 freeway.
There's a Volvo? No, it's an Audi.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a dangerous high-speed pursuit now on the northbound side of the 110 freeway. If you're just joining us, this all started in Orange County in the Buena Park jurisdiction, Buena Park rather, and Anaheim PD chasing the suspect up the 5 freeway into LA County. CHP and the Sheriff's Department chasing him up the 110 freeway before he got off and carjacked another vehicle. Now you see him in this black Audi. He is crisscrossing a number of South LA freeways and is now back on the northbound side of the 110 freeway. And is what is nothing less than just a dangerous pursuit. We've seen several collisions
Yeah, this guy
already.
is unhinged.
That looked like that's still LA County Sheriff's helicopter. I think CHP is on the way out with their ship as
He's a
well.
bit
2
hot.
sheriff's units behind him. 3 actually.
Oh, I
3
heard that
units
went into
behind him.
effect. That's awful. Thank you, tier 1 Kayla. What makes people think they can outrun the helicopters? Drugs, stupidity, desperation. I don't know, man. Maybe a cocktail of all three.
Suspect jumping over into the express lanes, now using the shoulder to evade some of this traffic. Northbound side in the express lanes of the 110 freeway at
James
upwards of 80
Manny.
to 90 miles per hour, close to 100 now. Traffic a little bit lighter as he makes his way further north here, and then it's going to pick up once again once he passes the 105 freeway. So he's got a somewhat manageable stretch here where he could speed up again, but still you can see a little bit of a jam up there, and now he's got all 4 lanes to
This
play
guy
with
should be arrested, to
as
be
he comes
honest.
up on the 105
You don't
freeway.
say. The guy who broke into a home and then
Maybe
stole a
exiting,
car during the
getting up the
initial
105.
chase and is now engaged in this chase should be arrested.
105
Brother, you
west.
keep those hot takes to yourself, okay? I don't want to hear them. Things a tier 1 snap.
Westbound 105. He took the northbound 110 onto the westbound 105 ramp, now back on the westbound side of the 105. He's retracing his steps here as he has been on both of these freeways in the same area already a couple of times.
He
now
was
back on the
clearly
westbound side at
framed.
90 miles per hour, heading back towards the west.
It's a self-driving Audi. There's a ghost in the machine, and this
Another
guy is
exit
a
ramp here.
helpless victim.
Getting off the 105. Getting off the 105 back at Vermont. Fixing for a northbound turn around that car. People crossing the street there, and he just whipped around onto the northbound side of Vermont Avenue. Another red light here. He's probably going to run it. Got a red light here. He's making the right on that red.
Accurate
and
prediction.
I don't see those units behind him anymore. We'll see if they've been able to keep up with him. They are setting up for a spike strip at some point, but he has put a kink in those plans as I think that was before he got off the 110 freeway. So now he's on Imperial, coming up on Hooper, a southbound turn on Hoover rather. Southbound Hoover under the 105 freeway. There's those units still on the 105. They're going to attempt to get off with him here. I don't know how close the closest unit is, but they are a ways back.
Not
So
very
he's managed
close,
to
I'll tell you that
put
much.
some distance between him and
This
those
guy was
law
going
enforcement
130.
units once again. Southbound Hoover, just south of the 105 freeway. You see the night sun in the frame there. That is still LA County Sheriff continuing this pursuit. And now a turn into a
There's
more
a
residential street. That's going to be
Trog in the
119th Street.
prime make. That was wholesome. Thank you for that, Dragon. Hope you had a good night.
Units closing in on him now as he comes out on 119th and Figueroa, turning south now on Figueroa. We should stress again, we do not know if he is the only person in this vehicle. He quickly jumped into this vehicle, and we have no idea whether
I'm
there's
gonna
anybody
just
in the backseat of
speculate
this
that he
vehicle, any
is.
victims in this car. In any event, this is a carjacking suspect now who has stolen this car in the middle of this pursuit, continuing the pursuit in this black Audi. 2 helicopters, low level, right behind it, right on it, right over him right now. That's going to be, I think, not only LA County Sheriff, but that's also LAPD, right? Both sheriff. 2 LA County Sheriff helicopters now right overhead. You can see the night sun as he approaches approaches Main Street here on 120th Street.
We plan on doing more of that, Gandhi. I'd say
Through
just
a red
wait
light,
till we
that's
start
San
doing that
Pedro,
more actively.
continuing
But super sweet.
eastbound 120th. A wild left there through the
Ooh,
red.
almost threw the
Northbound
ass out of it.
Avalon Boulevard, now going northbound, just kind of making this up as he goes along. No clear destination here. He's obviously just doing whatever he can to lose these units and potentially find a hiding spot.
Oh, yeah,
to
he's going
evade
to try
those
and hide under the
helicopters.
bridge
In
here.
fact, now he's
100%.
underneath the freeway. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's under the freeway. He's under the freeway, probably dumping the vehicle. He's under the freeway, has not come
Oh,
out
the cops
other
actually got
side.
there pretty
You see
quick.
a unit following him underneath.
Yeah, oh,
and
wow.
There he is. There he is.
Where'd this
He's
guy
back
come
on
from?
the
Who's
other
behind the
side,
wheel there?
northbound
Is
side,
that Dominic Toretto? Like,
105
Jesus Christ, that
freeway.
cop actually got there quick.
Now on 116th with the sheriff's unit right behind him. That primary unit now engaging the suspect once again. He's doing circles now underneath the 105 freeway.
He was absolutely about
We've
to
got
dump
3
that
units,
car.
a primary unit and a
But
secondary
that cop
unit right underneath
rolled
the
in.
freeway
He
with
fucking
them,
scooted
making
in
another turn here.
sideways.
That's going to be 118th Street.
Thanks for resub, Dragon, Penguin,
These are
and
very
Corbin.
narrow
and Prime
residential
Call.
streets where he is zigzagging his way through. Again, all of this happening
Yeah, I saw that trailer, Jay.
here in South LA.
It's a new car. I don't think it is, man.
Close call here. Look at this cross traffic coming up on
I
Central
don't think he
Avenue.
had time.
Continuing a northbound turn onto Central. Again heading back towards the freeway and taking the freeway. Jumping on the eastbound side, this time going eastbound on the 105 freeway with a
It's
full
a Mercedes
pursuit
now.
contingent.
Here, why don't we solve this debate real quick? So we're at 18-13. Let's see. He entered with an Audi. I don't think he pulled some kind of crazy magic trick here and got a new car. I think you've convinced yourself. So let's see. He enters the bridge. And see if we can get the license plate, or at least some kind of identifying feature.
Yeah, through the red, northbound Avalon Boulevard. Now going north.
I mean, I guess that's as good as that's gonna get.
Just kind of making this up as he goes along. No clear destination here.
And then let's see how it ends, or see how he spits out. That's 100% the same car. It's not even close. I mean, he was only under there for like not even 10-15 seconds before the cops rolled up. We were like right here. Like, that's not, unless it was a Kia that he stole. He doesn't have nearly enough time to do that.
Traffic coming up on Central Avenue.
Kia is just
continuing.
You hop in and it'll just take you on a ride itself.
Turn onto Central.
Apparently, there's like no security on that shit. I guess.
Again heading back towards the freeway and taking the freeway. Jumping on the eastbound side, this time going eastbound on the 105 freeway with a full pursuit contingent right behind him. That's all LA County Sheriff's units.
It's 100% a Mercedes now. It's definitely the same car. Then they got it wrong about it being an Audi to begin with.
Who just happened to be there as well, it looks like. And he is all, again, he's not a part of this pursuit, but he is there maybe to perform a traffic break if they have an opportunity to. We are not seeing anything like that just yet because these speeds are so fast and this pursuit is so erratic. If he stays on the freeway, I would
God damn it! Now I'm too drawn into this. Here, let's pay attention to the trim here. I'm very confident this is the same car. Let's go back to one of their other close-ups. That would have been a speed run record of carjacking if he somehow pulled that off. Where's another close-up? I mean, I don't even need another close-up. You can still see the trim even on this.
Some point, but he has put a kink in those plans.
Yeah, I mean, it's just definitely the same car. If it's a Mercedes at the end, then they just got the call wrong about it being an Audi in the beginning.
If he stays on the freeway, I would expect at the very least California Highway Patrol will try and
but it's definitely the same car
by starting to
Tier 1 loser in the Prime Goblin.
Traffic breaks. But right now, it is all up to LA County Sheriff's units to keep up with this pursuit. Jumping in the HOV lane at 95 miles per hour. Eastbound 105.
The rims are different. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to keep entertaining this. Are the rims different? Let's see. Okay, and then let's go to another one, an older one. Before he goes under.
Been on both of these freeways in the same area already a couple of times. Now back on the west.
No shot. There's more light on it here. Let me see if I can find one that's a little closer to the other angle. They had so many close-ups in the beginning, but I don't... Here. This one's a little too blurry. It's close enough. Silver rims, silver trim. Let's go back to this close-up. Did I go too far? Silver rims, it seems. Silver trim. Yeah, I mean, that's just the same fucking car.
It's the same. That's the same car, right? Yeah. They said They said Mercedes, but he was in the. Okay.
So they just got confirmation it's the same car too. I could have just let it fucking play.
Yeah, we're just double checking that. I heard that same thing. Oh no, he's in a Mercedes now.
Then they got the original call wrong. This
That's
is 100%.
a different car.
No shot. It's not.
Did he carjack somebody else under the freeway?
There's no shot. It's the same car.
Right. This is a different car. This is a different car.
Then he stole the exact same model. He had a clone waiting under the bridge.
The freeway. That's the only time.
The other car also had a sunroof. It had silver trim. It had silver rims. Same car. What? That makes no sense. There's no... I still don't believe that call. Then it wasn't an Audi to begin with. There's no shot.
We've seen two separate cars in this pursuit now, and this is maybe the third car since this pursuit started. As we try and sort that out, he's continuing to do circles in the Willowbrook area now, coming up on Compton. He is coming up on Louise Street here as he makes his way through Compton. LA County Sheriff behind a new vehicle. This appears to be a Mercedes-Benz, a black, dark silver or gunmetal Mercedes-Benz, a four-door.
You don't know shit about cars? I know shit about cars that look absolutely identical.
Something very odd has happened in this pursuit, ladies and gentlemen. Can we re-rack that? Christina, are you able to... Christina, are you guys able to re-rack that somehow back there? We want to make sure that we're positive that was an Audi before.
Even they're second guessing it as well.
Northbound Alameda.
He was literally under the bridge for 15 seconds.
Now coming towards him.
You can't hotwire a modern car like that quickly. There'd be a victim of a carjacking. It'd be easy to confirm. The only way he'd get this car is if he literally threw someone out of it and took it. And in that case, you have a victim there who would easily be able to tell you, yeah, my fucking car just got stolen. There's no shot. You cannot steal a car that quickly. It was planned. I highly fucking doubt it. This was a home invasion gone wrong. How the fuck would they have planned it?
Might be somebody in the passenger seat. Scanner. Continuing northbound Alameda into oncoming lanes of traffic now, coming up on a red light.
From the article online here. How is there already an article? This was 3 minutes ago. Authorities were chasing a black Audi, but once the car got under an overpass, the suspect hopped in a Mercedes-Benz and continued fleeing. It's unclear if there was another carjacking or if the driver was waiting for a Mercedes. How would that be unclear? If it was a carjacking, there'd be a victim. Like, I don't think anyone just parked under the overpass. Totally different car. If it's a different car, it's a very minorly different car. This man found clones.
I just heard female driver. Am I the only one that heard that? Female driver? Is that even possible? Vehicle coming to a stop. Vehicle coming to a stop. 1, 2, 3, 4 suspects.
Shit.
We're going to follow the driver. 4 suspects running from that vehicle.
This makes it even less likely they got into another fucking car. How is that possible?
Now coming to a foot pursuit.
You had 9 fucking people in that car all of a sudden, like a clown car getting out?
LA County Sheriff's units with 2 of those suspects
in
up
15 seconds.
A foot pursuit now with the driver and another passenger. 4 people total in that vehicle. 4 people total. And now one of the drivers.
I don't understand at all how this actually
That is the driver
worked.
at gunpoint. We're going to come around here. LA County
What the fuck?
Sheriff
This feels
with
like
the
it's
driver
staged.
at
How?
gunpoint,
How is that
Milestone
possible?
Boulevard and Manchester Avenue. That Mercedes-Benz the other way. Yeah, there's one more guy. Yeah, in there, right in there. Right in there. All right. The 4th suspect, at least the 4th that we're aware of, has now been cornered here. He is now being taken into custody. He is one of 4 people that we are aware of inside that Mercedes-Benz. That Mercedes is a separate vehicle from the one we joined you with at the top of our coverage. That was an Audi.
I can't process how the fuck this worked out.
The driver of that Audi made his way into a Mercedes with 4 other people who have now jumped out.
The only way this tracks is during the chase, he called his friends and said, I need an out. So they met him under the overpass, but then they all drove together, so those fucking morons all just got themselves arrested. That's the only way this would possibly make sense, and it's the dumbest plan imaginable. That is actually the stupidest idea you could have ever had. Now they all get arrested. Because he was 100% alone in the beginning. You could see in the fucking front windshield. Holy shit. That is incomprehensibly stupid. That is painfully dumb.
And Manchester, a lot of puzzle pieces.
This is like actually a whole magical performance in and of itself.
Wild chase coming to an end, and thankfully nobody was seriously hurt. We've seen a number of minor collisions in this pursuit, none of them serious. Fortunately, nobody hurt, at least 4 suspects in custody. A lot of blanks to fill.
Even if this worked out in their fucking favor, Like, even if they actually did make the car swap, they chose an almost identical car that the helicopter was still going to follow regardless. Holy shit, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. They chose an they chose an identical vehicle. So the chase would have continued as planned. Holy shit. These are actually probably the dumbest criminals I think I've ever fucking watched. Well, aside from the guy who got himself arrested because he was wanted for murder and then called the police on McDonald's because they served him cold fries and he ended up going to jail for like 6 years. But like aside from that guy, these guys are up there. Holy shit.
In here, but just an incredible.
What do you mean? What, you guys don't remember that? We talked about that like 6 months ago. There was a criminal who was on the run for a while, and then he went to McDonald's, and he was really upset that he got served cold fries, so he called the police on McDonald's, and they obviously pulled his record. He had a warrant out for his arrest for like a big crime, and he got arrested for it. He literally self-reported because he got cold fries.
Incredible pursuit coming to an end here in Southeast LA, rather.
I think it's a tier 1. Potato soup. This is bafflingly, like, dumb. To a level I would have never anticipated. What a plot twist. What an absolute fucking plot twist. Are we just ignoring the announcer when he said female driver? Is that even possible? Oh yeah, that was a really unfortunate thing he said. The reason he said that is because the suspect was a male, and you could see. Plus, the home invasion was committed by a guy, I believe. So I'm saying, a female driver, how is that possible? Because it was a guy that was on the chase the entire time. But the way it comes out makes it like seem like he's baffled a woman would be driving. So very unlucky for him, but what he meant is entirely normal. Like, how could it have gone from the male suspect who committed the crimes to now a female driver of the car? But yeah, that is unlucky.
I just heard female driver. Am I the only one that heard that? Female driver? Is that even possible?
He also does himself no favors with the way he says it, to be fair. Like, I can already see, like, the way he did it. He's got his headset on. He's, like, looking around. Women driving? Have we ever heard of this? But yeah, what he was referring to was the crime, and the pursuit all the way up until that point was a guy, and one guy. No, that was a terrible plan, Sylvia, 100%. Timestamp at 8:16 and you get a good view of the first car. Like 8:16 left, I imagine you mean? Or, no, you mean...
They have a better opportunity to catch up with him.
God, that's so fucking close, because it also seems to have the sunroof, the rims, the trim, everything. They literally chose an identical car to swap. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. The Audi logo? Oh, can you see it? I wasn't paying attention to that. Oh, yeah. Man, that is wild. That blows my fucking mind. No doubt he swapped. Well, at the very end, it's very clear they had to have swapped, because this is a lone driver. Like, throughout the entire chase, you can see in here, it is one guy. Which means that the people he swapped with literally came 3 heads deep, and then they all got arrested together for the swap. So, 100%. Like, they did swap. I just can't believe that the car they chose to swap with was not only identical, but they all stayed in the car, too. The 3 people swapped into the driver's car? No, the car is different, 100%. It is a different car. Where did he go under the overpass? Here. No, where is it? Oh, right here. How fast did they do this? Let's see. It was actually like 15 seconds. A primary
unit and a secondary unit his way through a northbound turn, north of the freeway opportunity. He was in the end. This time going there as well.
God, it's so quick that I'm missing it just going back.
Traffic coming up on Central Avenue.
Nope, this is still the other one.
Now engaging the suspect once he is freeway. He's not coming out.
There it is.
Just kind of making this up as he goes along. No clear destination here. He's obviously
Let's time it.
just doing whatever he can to lose these
You can see him
units
stopping
and
here, slowing
potentially
down.
find a hiding spot
21
to
minutes
evade
on the
those
dot.
helicopters. In fact, now he's underneath the freeway. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's under the freeway. He's under the freeway, probably dumping the vehicle. He's under
And
the
here's
freeway.
the cop.
Has not come
13
out the other side.
seconds.
You see a unit following him underneath.
13
And
seconds.
There he is. He's back on the other side, northbound side of the 105 freeway. Now on 100.
Fucking crazy speed. You can see them both before. Oh, can you? You can see the Mercedes go in. Let's see.
Avalon Boulevard, now going northbound. Just kind of making this up as he goes along. No clear destination
right
here. He's obviously just doing whatever he can to lose these units and
You're
potentially find a hiding spot to evade those helicopters. In fact, now
Fucking
he's
13
underneath the freeway.
seconds.
He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's under the freeway. He's under the freeway, probably dumping the vehicle. He's under the freeway, has not come out
Sneaky
the other
plan.
side. You
It's
see
a
unit
stupid
following him
plan.
under-
Because even if the cop didn't show up so quickly, the helicopter immediately followed this car because it's almost identical to the car that goes in. So they still would have stayed pursuing them. It's a terrible plan. If they had chose a different car entirely, then yes. Then the plan would have been far more effective. What's the purpose of switching? At this point, nothing. Literally nothing. All that happened was he got more of his friends arrested because they stayed in the car for some reason. I guess, yeah, it could have been low on gas. That's a consideration. The cop also saw the swap. True, the cop was so quick that he actually did get to witness the swap. But the helicopter didn't. And the helicopter immediately picked up on the same car. Because it's so identical. They didn't even know it was swapped. So it was worthless. Suspect was an Uber driver and picked up his 3 riders. Interesting fan theory. Couldn't they have switched cars and leave somewhat same time and they get the wrong person and the guy who did it leaves freely? You'd need a fall guy. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, he also got 3 additional fall guys for him, but that just... You'd need someone to be like, alright, I'll do it. I'll take the heat for this one. What if he didn't switch? Like, what if he's still under the overpass right now? I mean, they'd left a unit back there, so I'm sure they would have checked the car. Since it's still there, or was still there, at least as of this moment. But yeah, there was a unit that stayed there. 2 cops showed up, didn't they? Thought there was 2 lights because they rolled in a group.
He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's under the freeway. He's under the freeway, probably dumping the vehicle. He's under the freeway.
So here's
has
first
not come out
contact,
the
and
other side.
there's lights right here.
The freeway has
Right here. So there's already another cop right there.